Welcome. My name is Barney Reese. I'm the author of How Blessed You Are in God's Promises, and I'm actually reading it to you. This will be chapter 22, part 2 of this chapter as well. I'm trying to mark these as I go through them. I'm trying to date them. If I don't, I apologize, but the chapters will be the chapters so you'll know in what parts there are and things of that nature. I hope you're enjoying this series. I hope this helps whoever it needs to resonate for. I hope that it grows dramatically inside, and it brought me to who I am today. So I hope you enjoy. Part 2 on guidance. Your guidance. Here is how this will happen. Maybe you want to open a business, go back to school, get a high school diploma, find the love of your life, need guidance, need a miracle, etc. The creator of the universe is waiting on you. For example, I decided to open a business. Did you decide what it's going to be? Are you starting from nothing? Have you gotten your business license? Have you researched it? Do you have the people in place for the business? Are you willing to work hard to do it? Sometimes long hours for nothing, for 5 or 10 years. Have you planned for this venture? Are you going to have partners? Do you have any money for starting capital? Are you going to need a loan? Notice that you are asking yourself questions, that you are putting a plan in motion. And as you start to do this, doors start to open. The creator of the universe sees you, has a plan. Instead of being a thought, it becomes a dream. From a dream, you start to plan it to become a reality. You have decided to go back to school. Have you gotten your high school diploma or GED? Do you know what you're planning on becoming? Have you decided what school you want to attend? Do you have a backup plan if you fail at this career? Can you live with yourself if your career choice you made is not what you thought it would be? Will you look at failure as a learning experience instead of just failure? When you fail, are you ready to try to accomplish what you decided to do? Will you not be an influence of what others say or do or something in opinion? Did you see something out of pompous what you had decided to do? You have decided to find the love of your life. Here are some examples. You need to start asking yourself, where do I look? Am I in shape? Can I get in shape if I'm not? Where will I find them at? Then you need to decide how they're going to look. My advice is write this down and then decide how you're going to accept some of their flaws and what you will not overlook. The reason you want to do this is you're preparing to meet this person in your life. And by writing down, you're already preparing to meet this person. The creative universe is setting this up as you are planning. He is planning also. Love can happen, but at the same time, sometimes you need to make plans for what you're looking for, just so the creative universe can make this happen also. The same thing will happen if you need a miracle or guidance. You would need to ask what type of guidance. Where can I find this guidance? Who will show me this guidance? If you need a miracle, you need to go to where miracles happen in this creative universe's domain. If you need guidance, you need to be open for guidance. In other words, do not be so closed-minded to a new way or new idea. Just be receptive because your answers may be already there. You just did not know or understand how or why and where the answers will come from. The key to get what you want out of life is talking to the creator of the universe and then going out to accomplish these feats, not let anyone keep you from your goals. A good example is this: the Lord creator of the universe. I see the whole hole being dug in my mind. So you think and ponder how you're going to dig this, but yet the shovel is still in the shed where you last left it. Each day you see the hole being dug, yet the shovel is still in the shed where you left it. Well, this goes on for weeks. No hole is dug. You finally realize that you have to take the shovel and dig the hole. Even though you see the hole being dug, until you use a shovel to dig the hole, it's just a thought and not a reality. The point is this: you now know that the creative universe is not going to keep you from your dreams or what you wish to accomplish in life or what is your heart, but you have to dig the hole or make a plan to get started on this journey called life. And just what you have, and watch what the creator of the universe sends your way. Chapter 23, Happiness. Happiness is what you make it. If you believe you are happy, you will be happy. It can come by reading God's mighty word, listening to a song, soothing music, or find a hobby that makes you feel good. Walk with or talk to a friend, and most definitely build a relationship with Jesus and put your troubles in him, because he is waiting to hear and answer you by blessing you. Psalms 37:4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. Psalms 37:5. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Psalm 64:10. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord, and trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. Psalms 84:11. For the Lord God is sun and shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good will be without hell from those who walk uprightly. Proverbs 3:13. Happy is the man who finds wisdom and the man who gains understanding. John 10:10. And thief does not come except to steal and to kill and to destroy. I have come, and they may have life, and that they may have more abundantly. John 13:7. If you know these things, happy are you if you do them. Your happiness. The happiness that you do not have has a lot to do by the way you perceive it. In short, by the way you're answering the things or your way of thinking. I want you to think of that person that comes up to you and says, I want to tell you all my problems. Now, this person tells you how sick they are or their loved ones. They tell you how bad their life is, what they would never accomplish. You never know what it's like to be me, how someone just died that was close and dear to me, how they do not have this or that, and that you either start to be sucked into this pit of despair and you start to be sympathetic for him or her. The things you do not know is this person has made most of these bad choices, and if you were to give them a bunch of money, they would still complain. They do not look at the good they have every day. Instead, they focus on the bad and how bad their life is. They have already set themselves up for failure because if you speak it or think it long enough, your thoughts will become a reality. I want you to be happy. The best way is to think when you were a child, before you got married or got a job, you lived at home and was pretty much carefree. You would play and make believe about what you were going to become. If you were a girl, you would play having a tea party, play Barbie, maybe a natural walk, maybe have a friend or others, maybe play as a doctor, maybe be a superhero, maybe dreams about changing the world. One day, maybe read a great book as a boy. You would play in the woods, go to a friend's house, play a sport, play made-up superheroes, dream that you would change the world one day, ride your bike, go exercise. The point is you had no worries. Then what happened and why? The reason you were happy, you did not worry, you were free. You could do whatever you wanted to do. Because you were a child and your dreams would become a reality. Well, what happened to you? Why did you quit dreaming? Why did you quit enjoying life? Who told you not to be happy? The point I'm trying to make is life is what you make it to be. I bet you are still worrying about things you cannot control. Maybe your bills, your kids, your family. What have you or have you? In short, you never go outside. You never tell yourself you can do that, cannot do that. It costs too much to do. I will never be able to do that. No matter what I do, it just will never happen to me. In short, you are programming your mind to be in failure, and you have listened to those fools again and again on what the world says. Here is one for you. Those who live in the world die in the world. Your happiness is based on your thoughts or on desires on doing what you can do, not what you cannot do. So here are some remedies for happiness. Quit worrying about things that happen all the time. Stop overthinking everything. Start listening to upbeat music. Go outside and start looking at what the creative universe does every day. Go for a walk. Get away from negative people, negative things. Start programming your mind with positivity, not negativity. Only concentrate on things you can do, not the ones you cannot do. I'm a firm believer you should write down what makes you happy. A good example is the 4th of July, 2016, and I'm writing this book. I guess that makes me a writer. I also sometimes have to just look and see how far I have done in my life. How far has the creative universe taken me in your life? See, life is a journey, and only the creative universe knows how far you are going to go and why. Start living and dwell on what you can do and what you have already done. Learn to stay away from around positive people. Stay away from negative things and people. A good example, when I was a child playing in the woods, I would be enjoying nature and looking for snakes and things that could hurt me. In life, you need to do the same thing. For the creative universe says, be like a serpent, but harmless as a dove. In short, a serpent has many enemies, yet do not try to hunt others just as a dove. Your happiness resides in you, not what you are, but what you do. Are you helping others? Are you focused on the good in the world? Are you using drugs or alcohol to find happiness? Are you focused on your dreams and desires of your heart? Are you making plans to make your dreams become a reality? For example, if your dream is to become a writer, or you're writing, or you're just dreaming, maybe you are miserable because you think or believe that nothing ever happens good in your life. Here are some things to make you feel better about yourself. Do you have good health? Can you see? Can you speak? Do you have an education? Can you read? Can you write? Can you walk? Are you strong? Do you have a business, a trade, a talent? Can you sing? Can you write? Are you in good shape? Do you have a home? Can you drive? Do you have friends? Are you successful in life? Are you thinking happy thoughts? I could go on and on, but the truth is you have to see all things, and you do to be happy, and start programming yourself for greatness, for success, for your dreams to come true. That only be limited by your negative thoughts and people who are negative that are around you.